I just be going. They just tell me go get it. I'll be like, yes, man. Every time.
What?
Chill out. He
What
be
is
like,
this?
you gotta go
Biden?
get it, Jim Shoe.
This is way too long. Yeah, Secret Service steps down.
Good. Oh my God.
I'm reading this one.
That should have been day one. Lord Jesus.
Yeah, this one's yours.
Right.
I'm not doing that.
All right. I'm not going to the DNC. I said that
yes,
months.
You are.
I
you
said
think
that
you're
months
not.
ago.
We're in the DNC.
No.
Purple Turtle is. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
That's dangerous, Tamara. That's dangerous.
Why?
What do you mean? You see Trump almost got shot? I ain't going. Man,
what?
I can't.
You think you Trump?
No,
you
but I don't want to be around. I didn't want to be around there if I was at a Trump rally.
Man, that's because you didn't grow up in the hood. You grew up in the hood. You know when you hear shots
they going
fired,
for headshots. No, they going for
What's up,
headshots.
Believers? It's your girl Tamara Fair on the air. Action Jackson is in the air. In the wind, in the air, y'all.
Just to read this one. Yep. Man, this is not.
Okay, from now on.
Yeah.
I don't want no slow songs in the beginning, okay? I'm gonna need to get the pump up when I get here, okay? So give me some trap gospel.
Y'all been seeing that people
Turn
think
it
Biden's
up.
dead? Y'all been seeing
Trap
that?
gospel.
People think Biden's dead.
Shut
No,
up.
people think that he's dead.
Who?
I don't know. I've been seeing this all over social media. Biden.
Is something wrong with y'all? If Biden was dead, they would have.
Something's wrong with people on the internet.
They wouldn't tell us. I don't think they would tell us.
And the bad part about it is, first of all, they would have definitely said that. If nobody else said it, Trump would have said it from the rooftop. You know what? You're too influential. You're too influenced.
Why, thank you. I'm influential. I'm influential.
You are influential, but I want you to use your influence for good. Call your friends like your hat said.
I call my friends every day.
Biden is
That's
dead.
why I heard it from my friends.
I'm gonna need you to get some new friends, pal. I'm gonna need you to do that. Am I live?
Yeah.
Something ain't right.
What's not right?
We ain't got nobody in.
Mm-hmm.
Did you link that up to my page, my Facebook page too? This is
Remember the video I had y'all do?
oh yeah, wings and things.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
And I got a love letter to God today. May your sweet blessings fall upon you and your loved ones, and may your grace and mercy fall upon your hearts. Thank you so much, God, for loving us. Y'all, it's your girl Tamara Fair on the air, and I am super excited about this Tell Me Something Good Tuesday. Let me tell you something good. Well, it's for you to decide if it's good. Marcel is in the wind. He's off to Jamaica, man. So it is just us in the brunch bunch. Y'all give yourselves a big brunch applause. Yeah. I swear I could give you traveling graces, Marcel and Valencia. I hope that whatever you are going to Jamaica. Oh, I know what he's going to Jamaica for.
What's that?
He is officiating a wedding. He is actually marrying somebody.
He always brags about how he can do that.
He said he got his officiant credentials on the internet. So for all of you all who are thinking about doing the same thing, look it up, and maybe you too can go to Jamaica and officiate someone's wedding. In the meantime, we right here in the Shy, and it is summertime Shy, the best time to be in the Shy. And we came into Hezekiah Walk with Faithful is Our God. We got a great show for you today. Of course, you know it's community chatter, right?
Yes.
And Wynona, she always brings the best guests. Today is no different. We want you to stay tuned. Keep it locked. Don't go nowhere. We got way more to share right here on Inspiration 1390.
Hey, it's your main man, Action Jackson. Feeling fed up with your boss, ready to take control of work. Join us for the National Black Workers Center's Working While Black Expo. Going down Saturday, August the 3rd from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Chicago Teachers Union, located 1901 West Carroll Avenue. Learn how to navigate hostile workplaces, meet attorneys, gain skills to fight discrimination, and advocate for fair wages and opportunities.
My weekend was excellent. Excellent. My weekend was incredibly amazing. So amazing. I love Mika. She is so dope.
With life insurance and investments, you can secure your tomorrow.
What you gonna do about these goldfish around here?
You know is uninsured.
That's what I be saying at home every day. Clean up.
Your life insurance and investments plan.
You
so you can be prepared for retirement.
Go
ahead and give us a phone call
at
815-277-6772.
I'm not gonna tell you what I thought you
Again,
I had to say, what? What did you say? What's up, Critter 708? How are you? The real AN sisters? Oh, the real sisters. What's up, y'all? What up? Instagram. You know I could love being on Instagram with you during this power hour. I hope that you level up. I hope the resources that we provide give you a leg up to level up. And I want you to share those resources everywhere you can. Y'all keep on praying for Marcel. You know he hates to fly just like I do. But he's in the wind. Okay, so today's exclusive topic, y'all, what are your relationship deal breakers? Like, what will you say? You know what, I could tolerate that, but this right here, I'm out.
You gotta be cool with my friends. If you're not, we can't work.
You said that real quick. That was a trigger.
Me and my friend were just talking about
a trigger right there.
Me and my friends were just talking about this yesterday.
Are you serious?
You gotta be friends with my friends. You have to. It's not gonna work if it's not.
So suppose your girl got some
I don't care.
issue with your friend.
Don't care. An issue with my friend is an issue with me.
Okay.
What if your friend got an issue with your girl?
Right. And that's a conversation to be had. And then I gotta look into my relationship because I trust my friends.
What did you say?
What joints off? Yeah, who?
In the wrong 1 minute.
My relationship with my friends is super important to me. It's almost like a brotherhood.
I mean, he's standing on this.
Yeah, I'm standing on it.
What up,
absolutely, I'm gonna stand on that every time.
Zach Boog in the boobs. Came up with it, dog.
That's good.
I love me some you.
Yes, sir.
Good. I'm excited about next month. Yes. Only Zach Boog and the Boogers. What y'all think? Zach Boog and the Boogers.
You say the boogers?
The Boogers.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
Not to the bucket.
We going in 15 seconds in a row.
What's up, Margo? What's up? Looking for love? Okay. Exclusive. What are your relationship deal breakers? He says, he being Adam says, if you're not good with my friends,
you would go with me.
Deuces.
Yep.
Deuces.
Yep. Yep.
I'm still thinking about that.
So if you are not tuned in on our live, either on Instagram or Facebook, I promise you are missing out because we have exclusive topics. And today's exclusive topic is one for the books. They came right on in. But you know what? We have a lot of chatter offline that you all don't get to hear if you're not online looking at our lives, right? One of the online things that just took me back, made me almost pull my wig off today. Adam said that they think Biden is dead. I don't know, but but I am going to say that this is a fact. The Secret Service director has stepped down, heeding calls to quit after Trump's assassination attempt. Well, the U.S. Secret Service, Kimberly Cheadle, has stepped down after widespread calls from lawmakers for her to resign following the assassination attempt on the former President Donald Trump. 3 sources have confirmed this with NBC. In her resignation letter obtained from a senior official who received it, Cheadle wrote that the scrutiny over the last week has been intense and will continue to remain as our operational tempo increases. She added that she takes full responsibility for the security lapse. Well, in light of the recent events, it was with heavy heart that I have made the difficult decision to step down as your director, wrote Cheadle, who had led the agency since September of 2022. Well, it is unclear when her last day will be. And in the statement, President Joe Biden thanked Cheadle. See, Joe Biden responded, which means he got to not be dead, man. Anyway, Joe Biden thanked Cheadle for her service, saying that he will appoint her successor to lead the Secret Service very soon. Does that sound like a dead person making?
Sounds like his team.
Whatever. Well, after the assassination attempt on Trump, Biden ordered an independent review to assess what happened and said Tuesday that he looks forward to reading its conclusions. Well, we all know what happened that day. It could never happen again, Biden said. Well, in response to the news of her resignation, Trump wrote on the Truth Social, the Biden-Harris administration did not properly protect me, and I was forced to take a bullet for democracy. It was my great honor to do so. He continues.
Fight.
We live to fight another day. What's up with your ear, though, dog? Well, anyway, House Oversight Committee Chairman James Conner, he's a Republican from Kentucky, said in a statement Tuesday that Cheadle instilled no confidence when she faced questions Monday from angry lawmakers from both parties who were exasperated over the Secret Service failure to protect Trump. Well, anybody who has a Secret Service detail would be very concerned about this, because if there's a breach in your detail, you actually expect them to protect you, right?
Absolutely.
Trump is entitled to protection, and every past president continues to have a Secret Service detail. Well, I'm not going to get into the specifics of the day Cheadle testified, citing an ongoing investigation. Well, there was a plan in place to provide overwatch, and we were still looking into responsibilities. Well, both Democratic and Republican committee members said that she should resign over her incompetence and her lame excuses. They weren't pulling any punches with the shots, because those shots were fired, and not just at Trump's ear.
Real shots was fired.
Yes. Well, in an interview with ABC last week, Cheadle said that the buck stopped with her. The agency was conducting a review of the incident, and she said that she did not have all of the details about what happened. But Cheadle said that there had been a very short period when the shooter, Thomas Matthew Crooks, he's 20 years old, was reported as potentially suspicious, and he began shooting from the rooftop at a July 13th rally. Yeah. Well, after the Senate briefing Wednesday on the assassination attempt, 2 sources familiar with the proceedings said that window of times was 62 minutes. The sources also said Secret Service agents spotted Crooks on the rooftop 10 minutes before Trump took the stage, and 20 minutes elapsed before he opened fire. Now, I'm just
civilians saw him. Yeah. So I mean, it's a Secret Service should be on that. Civilians even saw him.
Now, so I'm gonna read this again. Sources said Secret Service agents spotted Crooks on the rooftop, not civilians. Secret Service agents spotted crooks on the rooftop. Now, I don't know about you, but if it ain't a rooftop garden up there, I want to know why you on the roof. I mean, I'm just saying. If you up on the roof and you got a potential politician that may or may not be liked or may be hated, you don't know. The fact of the matter is your job to secure the perimeter.
Yeah, my question is, why is this a difficult decision for her? She failed. She should be fired.
That resignation at that level is firing. Just so you know, I'm just.
Oh,
saying.
Absolutely. They forced her to resign for sure.
Yeah, I mean, if you have shots fired like that, talking about you were incompetent, your lame excuses. I mean, at that point, nobody trusts you. No. And so many people have Secret Service details in Congress, in the Senate. It just politics, period. If you do not have the trust factor, then you're not going anywhere.
Well, I also found it interesting how RFK wasn't given Secret Service detail at all. Well, after this, he is going to get Secret Service, but before this, he was given none. He was denied it.
He was denied, or he refused it?
He denied it. He was denied.
They denied it.
I mean, wasn't it his father? I mean, who got shot? I mean, he wasn't going to deny that.
Yeah, his father did get shot. Was that his father?
I think it was grandfather. His father and brother, right? His brother got shot too.
No,
man,
he is Robert Kennedy's son. He is Chris Kennedy's brother. So his father got shot. Because remember, they assassinated 2 Kennedys.
Yes.
So yes. So if I'm a Kennedy, if I'm not even a political Kennedy, I'm a woman from Secret Service.
Exactly.
If you don't know my name is Kennedy, if I'm married and it's obscure, I'm a woman Secret Service. Absolutely. The internet will tell you everything. Yes. Now you got to do is put your fingerprint somewhere and everybody know everything about you. Who your last boyfriend was, what your next boyfriend gonna be, all of that. But yes. But in the meantime, in between time, do not laugh at me. In the meantime, in between time, I got some stars in the building, y'all, and I definitely got to shout out Justice because he is on set tomorrow.
Petey.
Y'all, we got some stars in the building, and we also know that you are a star. Y'all don't go nowhere. We getting ready to keep it moving right here on this Richard 1390. Keep going. Keep going. Yes, I didn't mean for you to do it today. Okay, so guys, listen. What are your deal breakers? What's up, Tanya? Tanya is in Tampa. Tanya in Tampa. What's up? Okay, here's the question in case if I know some of you all just got on, but here's your exclusive topic. What are your relationship deal breakers? What is the final straw that says, you know what, you've done a lot of things, but this one right here, I gotta go. Now for Adam, he says if you're not friends with his friends, you can't be his girlfriend.
See ya.
So let's just say. So what did you say?
Well, obviously cheating too.
Cheating,
obviously yes, but
what's up, Tina?
That's obvious for everyone. I think that's everyone. Yeah.
Cheating is a sin.
Yeah.
It's a relationship sin.
It's a sin.
Those are your deal breakers.
Adultery is a sin.
Adultery is a sin.
Cheating is a social contract.
Fornication. It's a social what?
It's social contracts.
I can't stand these people.
Yeah, just go to church on Sunday. You're fine if you cheat.
What's wrong with y'all?
You repent on Sunday, right?
What are your deal breakers in a relationship? Okay, I really want to expound on overstepping boundaries.
What's that mean? What you mean?
So Tanya says that you be careful with that one because one of your guys.
That's a lot. I feel like if you establish something that bothers you, like early on, and it's continuously being the lines being crossed. It's like, okay, you don't respect me, you don't respect my personhood, then it's like this can't work.
My personhood. That's the first time I've ever heard that. You don't respect my personhood.
Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna start using that.
Personhood. Yeah, like Justice comes up with it. Did you get that on set, PD? Oh, wait a minute. Did Justice post on the thread? Y'all sound like. What did you say? We sound like?
Oh, like those jokes. It was like a meme talking about somebody saying, "Oh, does Gen Z even know about this?" And it was like a with the thing on it. And I was like, "This is what y'all sound like." Asking if
we've never seen bread.
Do you know about bread spasms?
Like we've never seen bread. It's thinking like Gen Z don't know nothing.
Y'all know y'all don't know about that. Y'all just tied up.
Yeah, no, it's like right because
or throw it in the garbage.
Because all bread is digital now.
Suppose your girl is fine and befriend and wait, your girl is fine and befriend her and tell her what you doing. I don't understand.
Wait,
Tanya, say that again. Tanya, write that again.
Girl is fine and befriending her and tell her what you doing. No, yeah, my girl is, if she befriends my friends, and I tell her what I'm doing.
Hi, how are you? How are you? It's good to see you. Hi.
It's good.
My son.
Okay.
You can come in. You can come in.
Well, she got to sit down right there.
Right. That's what I was talking about.
Two parts. Read the first part. Okay, put it all in one thing because it goes up. Please.
What was the question?
The question is. No, you mean the comment?
Yeah.
Tina Hammond says unnecessary line. Now I'm just gonna ask you this, Tina, just because I don't know. When is line necessary?
White lies, surprise birthday party.
I can think of a couple situations.
Yeah, not to hurt feelings.
No, hit me in the stomach with the truth. That's if I got to dig for it.
Some people can't stomach it. And some people can't. Yeah. You can't handle it.
That's gonna be another topic. What is considered a white lie? What is a lie you can stomach? But today's topic is what are your deal breakers? What makes you in a relationship say I'm up?
But what was that comment that was talking about?
Tanya said two parts. Read the first part. Let me read them. Let me go up.
So
okay, so she says, "Hey, it's Musa, baby. What's going on?" Okay, so
be careful with that one. One
of your guys might think that your girl is fine and befriend her and tell her what you're doing.
No, if my friends, first of all, would never do that. First of all, they would never ever. Yeah, that's why I stand on it like this, because I know my people. Nah, my people, I've known them since kindergarten. Nobody's changed. Nobody's changed since kindergarten.
But I'll tell you though, Adam, the one thing that'll make a solid dude change though is that beautiful.
Oh, absolutely.
That's the one thing that make a solid dude's foot on you.
Absolutely, they know that's my wife. They know that's my wife. They know that's my wife. It ain't no girlfriend. It ain't.
Tina also said, "Hey, Allie." Tina also said, "If you got kids and you don't say nothing about how you had kids, I'm not like not had your kids, had your wife. I'm just saying, how do you have kids?"
And say you don't. That's some crazy works. Having kids and saying you don't. That's crazy work.
My new deal breaker is
lying about what you do for a living. That's a good one, Tina.
Yeah. That's not a bad thing.
To lie about what you do for a living?
You could throw a little sauce.
So if I tell you I'm a senator and you don't never see me go senatoring, I'm just saying.
What's right under a senator? Like, say you a mayor.
Governor or mayor.
If I tell you I'm the mayor of Littleville,
I might too. Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong.
No, throwing sauce on it ain't lying.
Like dudes lying about their careers like women wearing makeup. Like, ain't nothing wrong.
That is so different. What's wrong with you people? Somebody please say it. He said lying about what?
Yeah, we put a little makeup on our job.
You put a little makeup on your job?
Yeah, because we just.
I'd rather you put it on your face.
I'm a producer, but if she cute, I'm a personality. You throw a little sauce.
You're not lying. You still speak on the mic, don't you?
Just a little sauce, bro.
That's little. I don't think Tina meant that.
Yes,
Tina, senator. So Marcel has joined. What's up, Marcel? All the way from Jamaica, man. So, Tanya says that lying about your relationship status, like if you got a girlfriend and you got a wife, that's a deal breaker.
Got a chair.
I just didn't know why Wynona go sit next to you.
Yeah.
Yep. Wynona sit right there.
Hi. I'm awesome. How are you?
You sit here, right?
Yep.
Hey, Moonlight. Marcel.
I'll do it real quick. I cut out like half of it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Half of it on that.
Meet attorneys, gain skills to fight discrimination, and advocate for fair wages and opportunities.
All right.
Justice, food, music, and entertainment.
Brandon, welcome.
Thank
you. This is your first time here, right? Yes.
For more details.
Where's the action, Jackson?
I'll tell you what's going on.
Hey, believers, this is Adam Williams filling in for Marcel Action Jackson. So what's going on is what could happen at Chicago's DNC is that's coming up as President Joe Biden drops re-election bid. After weeks of pressure following much criticized debate performance, President Joe Biden announced Sunday that he will no longer seek re-election to the Oval Office. Biden also endorsed Vice President Kamala Harris to be the party's nominee for presidency, thrusting her into the spotlight with a little more than 3 months to go until the 2024 election on November 5th. Now, all attention will turn towards the DNC, which will take place August 19th to the 22nd at the United Center in Chicago. The decisions on whether Harris will be selected as a nominee and who will take the spot on the ticket as her running mate will be made official during that event, in what will undoubtedly be one of the most closely watched conventions in recent memory. Here's what would happen along the way. According to NBC News, Democratic Party rules outline what happens as Biden steps aside before his nomination was made official. Note that if this unprecedented situation were to happen, it's possible the party could vote to change any of the rules around candidate replacement. And if it comes to pass after the convention, it's possible state laws could complicate efforts to replace Biden on specific ballots, NBC News reported. According to the reports, 33 states abide by party rules by default when changing nominees, but that still could pose some legal challenges for the Democrats as they put together their new ticket. Speaking of the new ticket, what about the vice presidential nominee? The part of the story will also be fascinating, as there will likely be several candidates that will push for the role on the ticket should Harris secure the nomination. It is unclear whether Democrats have already planned out a nominee to run alongside Harris if she ends up heading the ticket, but many high-profile officials could be in the mix. That includes Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear, California Governor Gavin Newsom, Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker, Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer, Arizona Senator Mark Kelly, and Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg, to name a few.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking about putting my name in the race
I think you could do
vice president, but then when I heard about the Secret Service, I was like,
no.
I'm like, they ain't gonna protect them. I know I'll have a chance.
Oh, no.
But you know what? The days that are coming are going to be very interesting. This has not happened in 30, 40 years.
What?
This whole situation where
this has never happened, I thought.
I thought it had happened.
President dropping out?
Yep, that's what I thought.
Oh,
I thought that's what Marcel said yesterday. We can fact check it and we'll get back to you about it. But irrespective of if it has happened, it's definitely not normal.
Absolutely.
In my lifetime, I've never heard of a incumbent that was running for a second term drop out of the race midstream. And you know what? When you were talking about that, 3 months is really not a long time to create a very productive campaign.
Absolutely.
However, I would suspect that this has been coming all along, and that this was not a surprise to them. It was just a surprise to us. However, I don't want you to get caught with your pants down, guys, or surprised about this. We still got a lot of research to do. And
speaking of research, Justice did this. President Joe Biden's decision to withdraw makes him the first sitting commander-in-chief to withdraw from the race since Lyndon B. Johnson in 1968.
See, told you.
There you go. There you go.
Well, I won't take credit for that. That was what Marcel said yesterday, and it just kind of stuck with me. I didn't know that Lyndon B. Johnson actually decided in midstream not to run.
Honestly,
but that's some good trivia. LBJ, he's actually one of the most beloved presidents for whatever. But you know what? Irrespective, we definitely have to do our research. I was talking on the elevator with a gentleman, and I said to him, just randomly, because when I get on the elevator, it's kind of awkward that you're just sitting there looking at each other. And you like sharing time and space with somebody that I always talk. I was like, so who you voting for? Kamala or you voting? Yeah, just out the blue. You voting for Kamala or you voting for Trump? He was like, you know what? I'm still doing my research, which I thought was the most excellent response. Because most people would come with the negative. Well, I'm not doing this because of that. Or no, he said, I'm still doing, I really want to give you an answer, but I don't have one yet. And I wish there
was more people that said that.
To actually do, because truthfully, when you're looking at a presidential candidate or any political candidate that you're casting your vote, understand that your vote is valuable, but it also has to correlate with your values. You have to vote what your interests are, how you want your neighborhoods to look, how you want your social services and your financial services to, how you want your schools to look. Those are things that you have to consider and go through their platforms and then actually hold them to the task once you cast your vote.
Yeah, and I would say even that vote might be even more valuable if you do that research because you actually know what you're doing compared to people who are just looking at the news and saying, I'm voting against Trump because so-and-so, the news told me this, and not doing any research themselves.
And then I want to speak to the people who've decided not to vote. Understand well that your no vote is a vote for the person that you decided you didn't want to vote for, so you just backed out of the whole political process. You can't get around being in the political process. I don't care if you do or don't vote. So you might as well do what? Vote.
That's all right.
But you know what? I cast my vote for Wynona. And Wynona brings the guests, baby. I'm talking about everybody who's anybody comes through these doors, particularly on Tuesday and sometimes on Fridays, because we got a burgeoning message that we got to get out. Today is no different. So I want you guys to keep it locked, because Community Chatter is next with the one and only Win-Win Communications. Wynona Redmond in the building, y'all. It's Inspiration 1390.
I feel the love is international. Welcome back.
Yes, honey. Thank you.
Yes. I'm overflowing. I feel the good. I know. It's something so much strong. If you feel me, everybody put your hands up and say, there's a perfect timing for that. Yeah. We got news people.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
We're going to talk about people.
Fade that. Bring her drop.
Y'all ready right now?
Yeah, we're ready. You ready, Wynona?
I'm ready.
Pull your mic up, please. Pull your mic up. Oh, it's Bandon, not Brandon. Oh, we left out the R. Okay.
Y'all going in.
Perfect.
Hi there, it's Wynona Redmond, and it's time for Community Chatter, brought to you by Win-Win Communications. Good afternoon. I am so happy to be here. Let me just say, Tamara, when I grow up, I want to be like you. This evening, the international travel, the multiple careers, the multiple brands, but the fact that you've done AM 1390 and Brunch Bunch for how many years now? 8 years. So I'm just excited to be a part. And then Marcel off to Jamaica. The way you guys, when I grow up, I'm going to be like you guys. I'm not going to be the serial entrepreneur.
You already are.
But I definitely will be looking at more international travel. But I'm so excited. I couldn't wait to get here today. No, Wynona will never run for office. And I do tell people, Wynona, as many as have approached me, I do not do political campaigns. I work with the incumbents. I work with the stakeholders that are our policymakers and our elected officials. And Chicago rules the world.
Okay, you better come on, Chicago ruling.
And the fact that Chicago is getting ready to be upside down with the DNC convention, the fact that I was on the call with 43,000 Black women the other night talking about women win.
Yeah.
Women who win. Black women winning. I'm excited, but let me just say that, as you guys know, I'm old, I'm seasoned. I won't say old.
Thank you very much.
Having been in the media relations, the communications, public relations business for over 35 years, I think it's 35. Yeah, 35 years. Chicago is the birthplace of journalism, and I was privileged to work with Vernon Jarrett, one of the founding members, and Paul Brock, one of the founding members. The Democratic National Convention is coming in a month. But guess what's coming next week? We have the National Association of Black Journalists Conference here in Chicago. I always call it the blackout period because you look at network news and you don't see some of the Black folks on TV. But Brandon Pope is the president of NABJ Chicago. Rashonda Hall, one of my longtime sister mentees. I
think she's my sister.
Oh, that's because you all are AKA sisters, yes. But
my sister in industry.
But Rashonda has been someone that's been a sister, a mentee. She's done such a phenomenal job with the PR career, and then starting Social Pearls. I say that for win-win, we want to make sure that everybody wins. And Rashonda is a board member of the National Association of Black Journalists, representing media related. Welcome, Brandon. Welcome, Rashonda. So we can say before DNC, we know that NABJ is the conference where every political presidential candidate comes through. Barack came through with Eartha and Cousins, and the late some of the late folks that worked with him. But we just know it's on like popcorn. And so next week, come on, tell us about it. So Brandon first, Rashonda's been a guest. Everybody knows her story. But Brandon is a journalist. And as I know you already done walked the floor for the DNC, but come on, you've been working hard. Chicago has events for the Chicago chapter. But come on, before as we pop in, why don't you guys come and just share, Brandon, your background, share, Brandon, you got Chicago events coming, and then Rashonda, we know we got national events, but all eyes are on Chicago, and Chicago will have a whole lot of activity, not just waiting for the DNC, but next week. So come on, who's coming?
Well, thanks for having me, first of all. It's an honor to be here, and I always love talking with my folks, my people. I'm Brandon Pope, for those who don't know me. I'm the host of On the Block, powered by Block Club Chicago on WCIU. It's a dynamic show we do, hyper-local news, but long-form storytelling, weekly on WCIU. I'm also part of WBEZ, the NPR station out here, and a contributor to many other outlets. I love doing journalism. I love covering the issues that matter most to our people, especially in a year like this, 2024.
Oh, exciting.
A pivotal election year. We got a lot to talk about on that. But as far as NABJ goes, what a time this is going to be for our city. This is going to be a historic moment for the city of Chicago and for Chicago's journalism community. Obviously, Chicago is a bedrock of journalism.
Mm-hmm.
Ida B. Wells, right? Vernon Jarrett, as you mentioned, the Chicago Defender, Ebony and Jet. Like, we are
Oprah
Winfrey. like so much of journalism has moved through this city. We're a major conduit for it. And so this is a chance for us to honor that past while also, representing and acknowledging the future, where we're going next as a city, as a country. And I think it's a great opportunity. So we got some major events. We partnered with the Cubs and the White Sox for a baseball event on Tuesday. We got a kickoff party on Wednesday that just got sold out. So we're pretty excited for that. People bring their best kicks and everything. And then Saturday, some bus tours with our favorite neighborhood historian, Dilla. If you have ever had a tour from Dilla through the south side of Chicago or west side, they're outstanding, and we're going to give NABJ members a chance to do that as well. So it's going to be a stacked schedule. And, working with Rashonda and her team, it's a collaboration, and really it's been a labor of love. And it's been an honor to work with you all on this and kind of take us to the finish line.
Let me just say, Chicago is such a birthplace. Brandon, I know you have been president of NABJ Chicago how many years now?
Since 2021.
Okay, so right as he inherited after the pandemic. Right. And so lots of great leadership. Rashonda, Dorothy Tucker is the immediate past president of the national, and we've got, Kathy Chaney is a current member. This is, Rashonda has done a great job getting it to Chicago at the Hilton. Why don't you make sure folks know how to register and what's still available? Brandon has given a great local lineup. They're going to see the best in Chicago. But Rashonda, I know it was a battle. The National has to decide on Marcus and Chicago pitched to be this year. Absolutely. So how do people join? Give the exact dates, location, and how they join.
Well, we're getting ready to make history here in Chicago at the Hilton, July 31st through August 4th. There is still opportunity to register on site. So if you visit nabj.org, you can visit the convention website and get registered. When I say make history, I mean make history. The largest conference NABJ has ever had. Now, we're on the road to 50. Next year, we celebrate our 50th.
Oh, nice.
But this year is our 49th. So we are getting people geared up and excited. And our largest conference ever was held in Miami. It was around 4,100. And Chicago intends to break that record. 4,100 communicators, journalists coming from all over the world.
The blackout period. That was
the blackout. And we're talking about broadcasters. We're talking about the radio man who does the audio and sound. We're talking about photographers. We're talking about print folks. We're talking about media owners. Every level. We're talking about communicators like me that do PR and marketing and help tell stories, podcasters, all of that, who are helping to bring good career professional skills to folks in the industry so that they can be prepared to bring the news. and compete in the market to make sure that our stories are being told. So if you
and
want
burgeoning people that want to get into this field, this is a platform for them.
Yeah, and students are a big part of that, right? And we're well over 1,000 student members. Our organization is committed to what we call our NABJ babies, right? And they get unprecedented access to some of these, celebrity anchors and everyday newsmen who are doing the work, but also want to make sure that the next generation has the connections and the skills they need to be able to do that.
One thing I want to say though, as you guys are framing it, what's so important about Chicago, honestly, Chicago really is a world leader. Dorothy is the immediate past president. We've got founders like Vernon Jarrett. We've got folks that have been there for decades, like Art Norman. And I asked him, how many people have you mentored and hired, and how many NABJ conferences? But you've got some big leaders, Melody Span Cooper, and she's going to be moderating the panel for the Chase Breakfast on Friday, a business breakfast. You've got just so many leading Chicagoans. But you said something, and Brandon alluded to it. We have serious leadership in Chicago, serious commitment from the presidents of all the stations. They come to the floor. They're there to provide job opportunities. So you got Kevin Warren, one of the largest Black presidents in the industry.
He'll be speaking on a panel.
He'll be at a panel. Yeah. You've got, you've got ABC, you've got CBS, you've got all of the stations that don't just send their people, they support it, and they're supporting the event. So nabj.org, you have that. And this is one conference that's multi-generational.
Absolutely.
The founders still come. So you can see history makers. The Hall of Fame is just overpowering. You have the founders, you have the babies that they have a whole team helping them daily. Yeah. But Brandon, I know you are ready to jump in, but this is a big deal. And with the DNC, this is a big deal. The first Black woman president of the American Medical Association, we got her there and she stayed. So this is where you talk to the newsmakers, and it's Black journalists across the board. It's Black media, but it's the leaders in the newsrooms. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
So this is the place to be. Brandon, what you got to say?
Well, I wanted to break down real quick why NABJ matters for those at home and those in their cars right now. Obviously, Black journalism matters, but the reason why that matters, especially in a year like this, we are the shapers of narrative. We are the shapers of stories. Mm-hmm. And in a world that has a scattered media ecosystem where you don't know what to trust, what information you can trust, it's Black journalists in particular who are really shepherds to our communities, who are really the front line to making sure our community is informed and educated. And organizations like NABJ make sure that they're closing these barriers to access that Black kids often have into getting journalism jobs. It's an industry that far too often is for the privileged. Meaning you have unpaid internships, meaning if you're a white kid who's got the parents that can afford it, you usually are fine. Black kids, let's be real, we don't have that. But NABJ is there for us. And I'm a testament to the power of NABJ since I was a student at Ball State University and coming here to Chicago, touring Tribune, having field trips and really soaking in and seeing my future, actualizing it. That's the stuff that NABJ does. And that's where people's money actually goes to. So yeah, the parties are great. The celebrations are fun.
Oh boy.
But ultimately, it's a party with a purpose. And that purpose is the impact we make on our people and our communities through journalism.
And what about, we know that Charles Whitaker leads Northwestern, the first African-American head of Medill and all of that. We know Roland Martin is one of the people that also always talks about growing up as a NABJ baby. Yes. But also another important piece as we look at how the Black media serves the nation, speak to the advocacy, because the Black journalists matter and they have to have people standing up for them. They don't get the pay. They don't get the contracts. Dorothy has even addressed the whole, can we wear our hair Black?
Yeah.
Can we wear Black hairdos? And then when you have young men that have to shave and have to, cut their hair, this is an advocacy group, right?
Absolutely.
It says Black media, as powerful as they should be, are still needing to have some fight, right?
And we can talk about it on the local level, on the national level. Our national president, Ken Lemon, is committed to advocacy. Well, so while we're going to be here hosting workshops that teach you about the industry, behind the scenes, there are meetings, very important meetings happening 4 broadcast stations with network producers talking about what equity in these newsrooms should look like. And we are seeing the changes that are happening, the layouts that are happening, the misspoken words that are happening on TV. And when that happens, stations need to be held accountable. And NABJ is working to do that. We are really supporting our members who sometimes can't go into their
replaced
newsroom.
by AI.
Well, AI is something we're definitely going to see on the menu at NABJ and what it means for us going forward. How can we responsibly embrace it? And what do we need to do to make sure that we're protecting our rights in the space?
And on a local level, we as a chapter are doing a newsroom diversity survey. We're surveying every single newsroom across Chicago and trying to get a good perspective from the Black employees there of how they're treated, what Black leadership they have, if any, and what they think needs to be done in their workplace to foster an environment for diversity, equity, inclusion, leadership, and feeling safe in their environment. That's crucial for any Black employee in any industry, especially in journalism where we're told we have to be objective and have to cover these traumatic stories and things like that. So advocacy is really a bedrock of NABJ. That's why NABJ, that's why it exists, you know?
Doesn't he sound like he has a radio voice?
He really does. Radio, I think he can vacillate between radio and TV.
Okay.
Yes.
But you're saying it eloquently, and of course, Tamara, we got an NABJ member here that's going to represent. We also have, but when you look at AI, when you look at all of the different battles, it's just a lot. I know Rich Redmond. I'm not no relative, no pun intended, but
you don't know.
Reverend Rich Redmond also has been putting feet to the fire. I've been getting texts with him. The media is not doing this, and they're not doing this. But there's a lot of advocacy pieces there.
Yeah,
I think people don't really understand how important, not just from a employment standpoint, but from an opinion standpoint. A lot of people that are listening to the news don't really form their opinion until they hear what you have to say. And that's why advertising is so important, but it's also why Black media is so important, because if you don't report the narrative correctly, or if you report it in a slanted way, you're slanting people in a way that maybe that's not good for the community. So I definitely applaud what you do, because you impact so many and you don't even realize it.
And let's be honest, our people are under direct attack.
Yes.
Black people are under direct attack and targets for misinformation. It's studies after study shows it. It's the truth. It's a fact. And we have to combat it. We're on the front lines here. But that takes capital. That takes support. It takes a network. And I'm thankful for all of you in this room helping us stitch that network together, because it takes all of us to make an impact.
So how do people contribute to that?
On a local level, NABJChicago.org is the best way to donate to our organization or join as a member. Only $35 a year. I know y'all spend more on Starbucks in a year than $35
in a week.
And it's everybody. So I have some lawyer friends that are coming.
Absolutely.
I have businesses. So there is the regular NABJ membership, and then there's
associate
membership. So if you're not in journalism directly, you can be a part, as Brandon said, of this group. And even though we said it is a lot of serious business, it's some serious parties, because it's not just parties, it's some serious engagement. It's networking.
Right. I was about to say, it's not just a party.
It's not just parties with a purpose, it's networking. One of my favorite events for NABJ is the Gospel Brunch. This year, Yolanda Adams is returning to the Gospel Brunch on Sunday. And people who aren't even coming to the conference, they can join and they can go buy tickets, because that event sells out. But Yolanda Adams prides herself on being a journalism major, and when I talk to Speaker Welch, everybody says Speaker Chris Welch made history, but I know him back from when he was a news person, and not just not just at the West Side. He's done a lot for the West Side, but he's a history making speaker. So I know that we will have elected officials, we'll have businesses, we'll have others coming, but you got to talk about the Friday panel with JP Morgan Chase of business.
When we come
back.
Yes. Because you know what? You guys are making history. I'm going to tell you, this young lady made history at the Stella Award. She swept them, Jacqueline Carr.
Oh.
And you know what?
My favorite
it's
song.
all about winning.
My favorite song.
You will win. It's Inspiration 1390.
All right, 8 minutes.
And I want you to shave that off a little bit so that we don't. How many? Yeah, 1 minute.
8 minutes left.
Oh, when is it? It's not this week. Yes, I'll be here. I definitely will be here, and I would love to.
Excellent. So let's to talk about.
Okay, guys, exclusive. I know some of you guys just joined, but do you hear these powerhouses in here? Yes, I love it. You know the media. If you guys are interested in becoming a part of media personalities or behind the scenes, this is where you want to go to the NABJ. All you got to do is go NABJ.org. In the meantime, hey Donna, how are you? 20 seconds. Oh, all right. Exclusive topic. What are your relationship deal breakers? Put it in the chat. I want to see it. Put those hearts up, guys. What are your relationship deal breakers? All right, we're coming back.
5, 3, 2.
You're rocking with the brunch bunch right here on Inspiration 1390. It's your girl Tamara Fair, and I am proudly posted with the balance of the brunch bunch.
They look good. You got a good house.
Of course, we are here with Wynona Redmond from Win Communications, because we're going to win once, we're going to win twice. And we are also here with some heavy hitters. Now, you were talking about something really important for you.
Yeah, no, we're just excited about the lineup that we're going to have during the convention and one of the panels that we're doing. So we're always talking about a plethora of areas, from health to business to science to weather. I mean, we touch on a lot of different areas, but this session on Friday with JP Morgan Chase is going to be a breakfast panel, and we're going to be talking about the impact of second chances in business, that cross intersection. And we've got Karan Butler, who many of you know as the assistant head coach of the Miami Heat. But did you also know that Karan Butler is a fierce advocate for second chance programs? He's done a book, and he's going to be on the panel talking about that. In addition to that, we've got West Side's favorite, Brenda Lee Palms. I always say that. I want to give her like 5 names, but she, North Lawndale Employment Network and the Be Love Cafe, they also are just changing lives on the West Side.
On the global side,
yeah,
shipping
really.
it all over, including their products go to Beyonce even likes her products. So, but I know that we got Yolanda Adams Sunday morning, but we also have Priscilla Shira, one of my favorites. The War Room, the believers on this line would understand.
Yeah.
The War Room is one of my favorite movies. There is a sequel coming out. When you get journalists, they get to see movies months before they come out. So The Forge is coming out in October, but there will be Thursday night a red carpet screening. We're going to get a red calendar, a red carpet, because you'll be in the country this time. Next Thursday, there's a red carpet screening of The Forge, and Priscilla Shira will be in town.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we're really excited. I mean, again, like I said, there's over 140 sessions that are going to be held. There's been over 70 companies that are committed, over 140 opportunities and booths to visit at our career fair, because this is about, bringing jobs and longevity. So we don't just ask these companies to come in and sponsor and give us some dollars so that we can hold this big, glorious convention and career fair. We want them to come in and find talent.
Because it doesn't stop there.
It does not. And then afterwards, we're coming to ask, how many people did you hire? Yeah, thanks for coming. How many people, how did it go? How did you hire? How did our people do? And we're making it bigger and better. And like I said, we're on the road to 50.
We're getting ready to run out of time, but NABJ.org, NABJChicago.org.
Yes.
So that the Chicago, anytime you have a convention, it should leave the town seeing better. This is going to be a preview before you get to the DNC. This is a historic time. It's also a time of pain where we got to take our power and show the power We always talk about the power of PR, the power of communications and media. This is a time for us to take back our power. We got Black Women's Expo that starts next week. We got a lot going on. We've got, we know that we'll have all kind of stuff in the streets with Lollapalooza, but we always run out of time.
I want to ask all of you something, including you, Wynona. Is there anything that anybody else is talking about besides Kamala Harris and Joe Biden and Trump?
No.
Big long pregnant pause.
Every textbook I see. The woman that the post office woman.
Sonia Massey.
Yeah, from Springfield. It goes back to I think what. No, the answer to your question. Is there anything bigger right now? This is big, and we need to make sure that the highest office of our country that impacts our policy, that impacts our safety, that if you're not on the agenda, if you're not on the menu, you're on the menu. If you're not on, if you're not in the room, I'm loving the fact that she's gotten all of the endorsements. That there's going to be a roll call. And we want to see her at NABJ. We will see her at DNC as the nominee. But I think that the answer is there's nothing more important, and we need to help shape her agenda.
I say that because you have a really big responsibility here that is unprecedented. And may God keep you, because literally after this you'll be changed, as will the rest of us.
It's history.
We are super excited about you, what you're doing, and the fact that you came here to share it with us. Please give your handle so that people can get in touch with you, starting with you, Brandon, and then of course you.
Well, y'all can find me at BPOPE TV, BPOPE TV on all social media.
And I'm easy to find. I'm at Rashonda Hall across all social media channels. I'll make sure I drop it in the chat, and always supporting Win-Win Communications.
So it'll definitely be on our pages too.
As well as the Brunch Bunch. You guys, this is amazing. And we always want to encourage you to keep Love 24 alive. Tell someone that you don't know, a perfect stranger, that you love them. Show someone that you do know how much you love them. Lead with love. Land on love. I love you, Brunch Bunch, and everybody in here.
We love you.
Believers, we love you. Vivian and we love you too. Y'all, go to nabj.org. Get yourselves involved in this process so that you are not on the menu. In the meantime, stay optimistic.
So Brandon bought membership applications for all of you.
That's right. That's right. I think so too.
One of the things we didn't even get a chance to talk about is the fact that community organizations have a story to tell, and they're always trying to figure out how do they get the attention of the media, right? We want to see more good stories and less bad stories. But they want this conference, you could hear them talk about what they're looking for, what kind of holes they're trying to fill, what's on the menu.
Yes.
What are we talking about in healthcare? What are we talking about in science? What are we talking about in education? There are sessions for almost every industry, and the journalists have been trying to get in front of. They are right there, and they're willing to talk. It's not a bougie crowd.
It's not a. It's a who's who, but it's not a who's not.
I can't say I'm an assistant. That's crazy. How approachable every
I
day
you can't say
I started working at school, and then oh wow, he sat right next to me in the session. I remember I shared property management from the sports party one time. He was like, "You waiting on a cab? Are you at the main hotel?" I'm like, "Yes, come on, you all gotta sauce it up at home." It was awesome. Look at the TV.
We all we got. Well, don't go there and take pictures. As did you. Instagram, you did an amazing job. You stayed on the entire time. Hopefully, a few of you did answer the question for the social media question. We will have another exclusive topic for you tomorrow. So get those thought processes ready so that you can get those fingers typing. Hey, Facebook, Tina, Bettina, thank you so much. DJ B-Lo, thank you, Bettina. We love you as well. Y'all, we'll see you tomorrow. And Marcel, I'm so glad you landed safely. Y'all, peace.
I gotta get one of them, but them